Floss Tubers. It's me again. I'm a little late than I had said I would try to be. But anyway, I just wanted to give a quick update of things that I have been doing. It's a little lonely right now. When I do work, I've mentioned before, I stay at my mom's. And so I'm on a stretch right now. I actually didn't go home this weekend. I was available to go home, but I didn't. I just stayed here. And my mom and two of my kids are gone to Ireland for 10 days. So it's very quiet and lonely because I normally chat with my kids. I either text or chat with them almost every day. And with my mom, obviously, I stay with her, so I see her every day. So it's very quiet here. And with no one able to chat to, because with the kids overseas, we can't use the phones because they didn't purchase an extra plan to be able to correspond overseas. So when they have Wi-Fi at the hotels, then I get a blip. I got a blip this morning and a few pictures that my one daughter sent, but they were just off to a castle to eat dinner, so they had to run. I couldn't really talk to them at all. So that's, these jet-setting kids and parents that you can't keep home. Anyway, so I thought I would give a bit of an update. Oh, got a low battery here, so I'm just going to plug in. Hold on. There we go. That should fix that problem. Okay, so I vended at a retreat this past April. And while I was there, they had a Hardanger class, which I had been wanting to take because I had never really done Hardanger. So we did a little introductory class, and this was the little project that we did. There. So I don't know if you can see the holes in this corner. There's 7 holes there, and then they're filled in with a filigree type. I don't know if I put something behind it. There, you can kind of see it a little better with the paper behind it. Not a whole lot better, but anyway, it was a little scary cutting. And am I even showing the right size? Yes. Okay, so these are going to be made into little rug mugs, is what they are. And I'm going to find a font. If anyone knows of a good one they can send me a link for. I want to put a monogram on each one it's going to be one for each of my kids and their spouses, just a little mug rug. So that's the sample I did, and then she had other little pre-cut mug rug things. So I bought some other colors, and this is using Caron water lilies and the other one, the thicker one. I can't think of the name. Anyway, so this is a bit different of a green, and the threads are a bit different. It's got a peach and a pale green in it. So they're all the same, other than the monograms will be different. And this one is a beige with a navy. Wanted to have something a little more boyish for the boys. So they go pretty quickly. I can generally get one done in 2 evenings. So that's been quite neat, and I've got, I think, 4 more to go, maybe 5. So then also, I have been working on a knitting project. If you can see it. It's a lot of cabling and popcorns, so it's taken me quite a while to do. But I am expecting a granddaughter in September, grandchild, I guess. I don't know what sex it is, but a grandchild in September. So I started a blanket, baby blanket, and then I'll be starting a baby quilt soon. So this is the start. My mom started one roughly. Well, actually, just after. I'll get hers. She started hers just after me, because she wasn't going to do one originally, and then she changed her mind. And this is the one she's doing. I don't know if I've got it the right way or not, but... So this was a new learning adventure for her, because she had never done yarn overs before. So she is very proud of herself. And I am too, because it's looking very good. So that's her her project for the baby, and because she doesn't have the cables and all the other stitches, hers seems to be going faster, so she'll be done hers first. But anyway, she's knit 2 for my other 2 grandkids as well. So every grandbaby's going to have a knit blanket and a quilt. So, and another project I started back in the fall, and it's just gone really slow because this yarn is really difficult to work with. It's almost like a mohair, but because of the texture of it, I'm doing yarn overs, but I can't really see. But anyway, it's going to be a poncho for me eventually, one day. Would be nice if I could get it done. This is the back, the point on the back. It's on round needles, so I can't straighten it out. But anyway, I'm hoping that I'm doing it correctly, but I really like the yarn. It's very soft, and I love how it changes colors like that. So that project has been on hold for a little bit, but hopefully I'll get back at it. I'll finish the baby Afghan first and then get back at that. Okay, I'm not sure if I showed my Australia one. This is the one I started for my daughter who went to Australia, and that's what I've got done. Not a whole lot. I got a little gecko needle minder because geckos are so, lizardy things. In case you never watched my other video, I'll see if I can show a picture of the Australia one and what I have done. Okay, there's what the Australia one will look like, hopefully. And that teeny tiny piece right there where my finger is where I am working. And I think that's a little fox or something similar to a little fox. And that's what all that little red, that's what all that is, the little fox. So I'm going to get back. I was going to try and watch a parking video again because this is a very full coverage kind of piece. But I'm not sure if that will happen. I might just continue doing it the way I'm doing it, but we'll see. If I want to learn something else new, then I will maybe try it. You can see, I don't know, you can see a little bit. I got a bit of a sunburn. I was so proud yesterday. In my daughter's town, there's a thing called Cruise Day, where people with old-fashioned cars, they all set up their cars along and you can watch, and there's little vendor booths and stuff. And hot dog, pizzas on the street you could buy, street vendors kind of thing. And it's just a fun outdoor day. So I went there yesterday with the kids, and it was quite warm yesterday. I think we hit 26 degrees Celsius yesterday. So I was hoping to get a bit of a tan, and I didn't think I had. And then last night when I was putting my jammies on, I saw my neck was all red, and I was like, yay! Unfortunately, my nose was also red, so I burnt my nose a little bit. And last time that happened, it started to peel, and it looked horrible. So hopefully, and other blemishes that just come out. So anyway, next project, when I'm here at my mom's, I'm trying to keep busy here because I work until 3 and then I'm off the rest of the evening. So I'm trying to keep busy. So I have a few projects here at my mom's. This is another one I brought. I'm not even sure now. I don't have the papers out. Oh, the Stitcher's Heart is the company. Oh, La Broderie from Knoxville, Tennessee. It's called the Stitcher's Heart. And this is how far I've gotten on that. Not very far because I think I ran out of yarn. I bought it as a secondhand kit. And I'm not sure if these were... she must have made it with different threads because it calls for the little scissors in there, and they weren't in the kit, and neither were the little beads, I don't believe. So I'm not sure Oh, the scissors are in there. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep, scissors are in there. All the little beads. But all the threads aren't there. This was given out at the retreat that I vend at. It was given out a few years before I started going there. So, maybe originally it had those threads in it. I'm not sure. But I have to buy a few different threads for this yet. So I kind of hit a spot where I'm at. And I had to put it away because I didn't have those threads. So I'll have to relook at it and get that done. But in the meantime, I am continuing on with this project. I think I showed this one before. It's the Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Love Is sampler. You can see it. It's I can't show it and see it at the same time. It's so big. But you can see where I stopped there, just at the LO. So that section, you can see a chunk out of that circle is missing. That's the next page on that side. So this page, I'm continuing on. Oh, my arms are sore. So I'm trying to work on this. It was supposed to be a wedding gift for my daughter. And she is going to be married 5 years this summer. So it is quite late. And the edging has kind of sideswiped me a bit because it's so nitpicky. Not that it's a difficult one, it's just a lot of start and stops because of you don't want to drag the threads across all the time. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that, but it might be just hopefully once it's framed you won't see those threads. And they're not traveling a far ways, but there's not a lot to anchor them to stop, so it's kind of like confetti stitches, but not really. So anyway, I've been continuing on with that. I'm going to work on that a little bit more, and then I'm going to switch to the Australia one again and try and make some progress on that. Because now I feel with the kids gone to Ireland that I should maybe get an Ireland, just an easy one to make for all three of them. I don't want a difficult full coverage like this Australia one because this was a big trip for my daughter, gone 4 months. But the Ireland one, it's only a week-long vacation kind of thing, and I want to do 3 of them. So I'll be looking for just a very easy Ireland pattern. Could be just an outline, could be, I'm not sure. But if you know of any suggestions for that too, I would love that. I'm expecting my oldest daughter, the one that this love sampler, they're coming today. My son-in-law was building a deck for my mom. And he's coming today to finish it. So they'll be here, I imagine, any time. Well, maybe another half hour or so. So it's going to get busy for the hour that they're here with the 2 kids. But, yeah, that's probably it. There's not a whole lot else going on. I went to see the new Alice Through the Looking Glass. And I quite enjoyed it. It was quite different than other movies I'd seen. I found that the theme of the movie was a little more adultish than the original, or not the original, but the first one. This is the one with Johnny Depp playing the Mad Hatter. It was very well done. I quite enjoyed it, and I will purchase it when it comes available. But we didn't see it in 3D, and you could see spots where it would have been 3D, and it would have been fun to see, but we didn't want to wait another hour for that. We got there in time to catch the original, or the plain one. We would have had to wait another hour to catch the 3D one. And I thought, The theater is an hour away from home, so we just went to the early one. Not a whole lot else new. I heard I just watched a video from, I can't think of her name, but she has horses, and she was saying they're already cutting their hay, and I was like, wow. So just the difference in climate and area. I'm assuming she's down somewhere around Texas. I didn't really say, and I didn't look into it much. But yeah, our hay won't even remotely be ready for another month or so. So I thought that was kind of neat that when you hear from other people in different regions where things are so much faster. But here in Canada, most of Canada. I can't say all of Canada because I've not been to all of Canada, but for our area and the area we used to live, July is hay time, and then possibly a second cut in September if you're lucky. Last year people weren't so lucky. There just was no moisture. This year we haven't had a whole lot, but I'm hoping it's more than last year because we were right at the bare. We had to put our livestock out early to go to pasture because we ran out of hay. And so did a lot of people because we had sold hay previously and we had old clients calling to see if we had hay because they had run out. So it's pretty brutal when that happens. So anyway, I will let you go. I think that's all. Oh, I do want to start a rotation too. So next time I do go home, I'm going to be digging out to actually make a rotation so that I can actually make some headway. I have a rotation for my quilting, and I'm not sure why I've stopped with a rotation for stitching. So I'm going to dig through my stuff and come up with some, possibly the 4 projects. I have 3, 1, 2, I actually have 4 projects here. 1 a week kind of thing, but I'd like to switch it up. So I'm just going to bring a box of different projects and just rotate them as I get bored of the one I'm working on and just switch it over and rotate. Oh, my charger fell out. This is... Anyway, so I think I'll let it be at that, and hopefully we'll talk again soon.